The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus begins with one of the most enticing openings of any book that I've ever read. It begins. There's but one truly serious philosophical problem, and that is suicide. For me, that was very engaging because I feel like it cuts right to it. It's just like, is life? What's the point? We're all gonna die. What am I waiting for? Might as well just get to the and commit suicide. Um, I mean, I thought it was pretty wild read. It sucks you in right there with that opening line, and then yeah, it's a short essay, I guess, or well, a long essay, short book, 120 pages, and I think it could have been a lot shorter, but it really cuts right to it in the beginning, and then there's just a bunch of French gobbledygook, and that thing has a really good ending. It's got some interesting quotes, like one right here. Killing yourself amounts to confessing. It is confessing that life is too much for you and that you do not understand it. Well, the last part, I think that applies to all of us. I don't understand life. I don't get it. Like I poop comes out of my butt every day. That's weird. I don't get why I sleep. Like trees don't seem to sleep, or maybe they're sleeping all the time. That plant's not. It's wide awake. Like the fact that we're the creatures, we need to sleep. We all came out of vaginas. Like life is fucking weird, and I don't get it. I don't understand why we're here or what's going on. I don't understand why I'm running the 50 miler. But I agree with the premise of Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus. Life is absurd. You can reject that. I believe he refers to that as philosophical suicide. Just like, yeah, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm going to just, be irrational or be illogical. And it's just like, I guess, choose to believe this other thing. But you've committed philosophical suicide because you're killing the obvious idea that life is absurd. So, the book ends with what I think has a great ending. It talks about the actual myth of Sisyphus, the ancient Greek myth, and it ends with the story of Sisyphus is basically he was a god, or excuse me, a human or a demigod, maybe not. He was an individual that was bound by fate, whatever the god was. His in mythology, his punishment for doing what he did was that he had to push up a stone to the top of a mountain every single day, and then when he got to the top, it would roll back down, and he would have to do it all over again. And that was what he was supposed to do for the rest of time. It sounds pretty shitty, but the thing is, I mean, that's kind of, I think it represents human existence. Like we live and we have to do the things necessary to live every day. It's the same thing every day. You gotta get up, shit, shower, shave. You gotta eat. You gotta go to work, and you basically just do that and other things until you die. It's pretty absurd, and life is absurd. That's what Camus is talking about, and this is how he summarizes the end of this essay. I think it's great. I leave Sisyphus at the foot of the mountain. One always finds one's burden again. But Sisyphus teaches the higher fidelity that negates the gods and raises rocks. He too concludes that all is well. This universe, henceforth without a master, seems to him neither sterile nor futile. Each atom of that stone, each mineral flake of that night-filled mountain, in itself forms a world. The struggle itself towards the heights is enough to fill a man's heart. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Fucking dog. I mean, it's basically, Miley Cyrus talks about it in her song, The Climb. Like, it's all about the progress. Life is a process, and you gotta push that freaking proverbial stone up the hill every day, because to achieve things of merit, to go and get that bread, get the bag, it's doesn't necessarily require you doing things that you're going to enjoy. And life sucks. Life is absurd. But to commit suicide is to give up. And to deal with it is to deal with it the proper way, according to Camus, is to push that fucking stone up the hill with a great attitude.